would you say the customers are more disrespectful in the fully nude compared to the topless?
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
more.
Way more.
So there's a lot more warning signs in the fully nude.
They just expect more for like, $100. Like if you're doing a VIP dance for 100, like they're gonna expect to like, get jacked off or like get like a blow job or whatever. They're gonna ask all those dumb questions, and obviously you have the power to say no, but some girls just don't and will do it.
Damn, that's no. I've actually okay. So I'll keep it real. I mean, I've been into at a younger age. I would go to a lot of the fully nudes, and so I experienced a lot of different things. But me managing, I've got to see how customers act, and even at the topless bars, I got to see a lot of guys asking for sex, and I would have to scold them and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, you cannot be soliciting. We don't do that here. You got to leave," or do a lot of stuff like that. So you've been asked a lot. What do you do in a circumstance where you're getting asked for sex?
I say fuck no. I'm not gonna fuck you for what? Like, I'm just not gonna fuck you in general. Like, there's cameras in the club. My manager will see it first of all. He's gonna he's gonna know what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna be known as like that girl. Like, oh, you do extras, so now you owe me money, like type of thing.
So what about the girls that do extras? Are you cool with them, or how
I
does
don't
it?
mind if they do, but it does mess with the money for sure if you work in fully nude. If you worked in topless, like you obviously can't do that. Like they're way more stricter in topless, which I like. But fully nude, like the managers know that the girls make hella money and then they want a percentage of that money.
Oh damn.
So there's like a whole difference. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's a whole different game for sure.
What do you feel more comfortable, like as far as stage dancing? I mean, dancing fully nude, that's kind of a big task. I mean, how did you get the courage to actually do something like that?
Just drinking beforehand, and I guess just talking to customers saying, hey, I'm gonna go up on stage, come tip me, come show me love. And then also if I gave them dances beforehand, they would come show me love too. So it was just more of like, I guess, building that clientele and telling them like, hey, I'm gonna go on stage, like please tip me.
Show you some love, shoot.
Exactly.
I want to show you some love, shoot. Now we work
But it
together.
was hard because like you're fully nude on stage and there's tons of people just watching your hoo-ha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's a different
It's
it's
a
just
different
hard.
ball
It's
game, huh?
hard. It can be hard, but I got over it. It took me a couple times to like gain that confidence to like just show my whole body because that's like private,
Yeah, definitely. And did you feel like insecure? Like, what if they don't
But
like this? What if they don't like
yes,
that?
all the time, all the
Yeah.
time. But I was just like, fuck it. Like I love to dance. I love dancing on stage. I kind of get like a little high from dancing.
it?
Like it makes me feel sexy. Because before I didn't feel sexy. I felt like super insecure with my body.
So-
And I hated my body.
So what feels more sexier, dancing at a topless?
Topless.
It feels more
Fuck
sexy.
fully nude.
Yeah.
Fuck fully
Why?
nude.
Why is that? Because you're butt naked on the
Because
fully.
I make more money at topless than I did fully nude. Because I wasn't,
Giving extras.
doing the extra stuff, which I don't
So
care.
you
but
weren't
like,
you weren't doing the naughties. If you were doing the naughties, you
I
would
would have
be-
made hella more money,
Yeah,
but I
dang.
didn't care to give that
To do it-
service,
to do
and
the
I
naughties.
just didn't want to.
Yeah, I
I
get.
just cared about my self love.
Yeah. Hey, that's good. That's good though. Nah, it's good to know. You know what? I don't know the difference because, like I said, I've never worked in a fully nude. I've been to fully nude. I kind of experienced it. Working at the topless, I witnessed customers getting drunk and acting a fool and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, my question to you is, what was it like your first day? Like, take us through the transitions of your first day actually dancing. Like, what was
Yeah.
it like even dancing? Because you danced fully nude. So, what was that even like?
The first time I danced, I didn't know how to dance at all. I didn't even know how to climb the pole. I was like,
Oh, I
was-
know. Hey,
I
hey.
was slipping.
Oh, my
And I
God.
probably made like $2 the first night. The first day, and like the first time I danced on stage, I made like $2.
So, a guy felt sorry for you. He threw you $2.
No, actually, the dancers threw me
Oh,
a
then
couple dollars.
well, they're showing love. They're showing love.
They're no, but they're laughing at me because they knew I've never danced fully nude, and they were like, "Oh, here's a couple dollars."
Hey, well, I seen her dance moves. She knows how to do the running man. She could. Hey, she does some
I
dope.
definitely know how to dance now. But
Yeah, she does.
Just looking back in 2017, I didn't know how to dance.
Okay, but
Like,
now she does know how to dance. Any kind of dance you guys want to see her do, she could do. Just follow her up on her Instagram. So the first day was a little wild. You didn't know how to dance. You got
I
tipped.
didn't know how to talk to people either. I didn't know how to talk to customers. I was very socially awkward. I didn't know how to be like sexy, like, touch them a little bit. I was just very nervous.
And we just talked about this too, because you were saying you're an introvert, or you can be introverted.
I can be both. I can be extroverted, introverted. Yeah.
So on the introverted status, how do you kind of pop out of that? How do you?
Are you talking about like how I became extroverted?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Dancing.
Dancing helped
Dancing
you?
helped me like be
man.
able to talk to everyone, kind of gain my confidence from it, and just like learn how to be me and not like worry about what other people think of me.
Hey, so you know what dancing does? Then it does have some pros, because you
It
think,
does, yeah.
right? Because it
never
helps you.
negatives. There's always pros.
Right.
But I did learn a lot.
Yeah, because it helps you be a little bit. Are you more open-minded now compared to maybe 5 years ago?
Yes.
As a person?
Yes.
Definitely more open-minded. Another thing I wanted to say was we were talking behind the scenes, and while we were sipping a couple margaritas. We were talking about, has a customer you ever gave a customer a dance and he didn't have enough money to pay?
Yes, I've had that interaction. Basically, I had him pay me after, or I wanted him to pay me after because he said that he was able to just do it after. But that's a red flag, because when a guy says they can pay after, they can't pay before, that's just like not a good thing. You have to get your money before. But yeah, I gave like a topless dance, and I had asked him, hey, it's gonna be like $50, and he's like, oh, I don't have that. And so I obviously told the manager, and I was like, hey, this guy can't even pay for his dance, like, is there any way, like, is there anything you could do? And so he was, my manager was like, he was trying to get the money from him, and yeah, I guess he gave him like half of the money.
Man, so me working, I have dealt with that where they customers cannot pay or something.
And they kicked him out after.
Oh, I would have been on him. Yeah, so when a customer cannot pay you, and you've already done the work, you already danced for them. So what's the solution? Do you get paid? What happens? What does the manager gives you some of the money after? What happens?
I got half of the money. I didn't get the full money.
So you just basically got
my
lucked
manager
out.
Just kind of fucked me over a little bit. Mm-hmm. He didn't even try to like get all the money from him. So yeah, I was kind of fucked up.
You know what? I'm trying to remember what I did in those circumstances. I'm pretty sure I did reimburse the dancer, mm-hmm. But I think I might have got on the DJ like, hey, you got to make sure they're paying up front. I never like, okay, this is a big factor. Speaking of something, this came to mind. So what would happen in the club is that dancers would do a dance and say the customer only paid for 2 songs. Mm-hmm. After those 2 songs were over, another song would come on, and the dancer would tell them, hey, you want to continue? They would say yeah.
Oh, and then
after, they don't want to pay for that extra dance.
That's why you always get your money before.
Get your money before. So what would happen was I would make it very clear, and I was up for it as far as talking to the dancers, make sure you get paid beforehand. If you're going to do another dance after the customer paid for those 2 dances, get the money before you do that 3rd dance. Mm-hmm. Give it to the DJ, then you go back and do your last dance.
Right.
So
that's what I didn't know that at the time because I was so new in the industry. So I would just kind of let them, take a little advantage.
Have you ever like spent a gang of time with somebody, right? Like you're just having a great conversation with them, and then it's time to get a dance or do something. But say you spent 45 to an hour, maybe even longer, mm-hmm. and you don't really get nothing out of it. It was almost like a whole waste of time.
Yes, a lot of the times.